but just the driver feel and the emotion that a car like this gives you when you look at it. Bam. Same thing, all the windows go down. Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel, and in today's video I'm going to do my 3,000 mile review on my 2023 FL5 Honda Civic Type R that is in Boost Blue. So this video is going to pretty much help out anyone that is looking to buy one of these cars and want to know how it performs over time and some of the features and things available in it. So I think you guys are going to enjoy this one. I'm going to take the car out and show you some things. But first, let me show you one of the first things that I realized that it can do that I didn't know that these cars were capable of. Now, as you see, I also have a 2024 Volkswagen Golf GTI 380 edition. And if you're familiar with these cars with the Golfs, then you know that they're kind of famous for doing this. Oh, whoops. Oh man, I messed it up. All right. I totally messed that up. I forgot you got to hold it all the way down. Okay, so look, I'll do it again. So you unlock and then hold it down. And when you hold it down, it brings all the windows down like that. So yeah, I know I'm gonna get heckled for that, but my bad. I forgot that you're supposed to hold it all the way down. So yeah, so you just unlock and then hold it all the way down, and then the windows come down. And this is good for being in places like Florida where it's really hot and you want to, you know, kind of let the hot air out of the car, especially on a black car like this. And I've known that, you know, Volkswagens have done this for years, but I was not aware. With this being my first Honda. So if you've had Hondas before, you may already know this, but this is my first Honda ever. And I was shocked to see that it does the same thing. So I'll show you. You just go unlock and then hold it down. Bam. Same thing. All the windows go down. I think that's pretty cool. So yeah, so that was something that I didn't realize that the Honda Civic Type R does. And if you're somebody that lives in a hot place and you know you want to have that option, that's a good thing to know that this car does that. So going from that, let me go ahead, take the car out, and we'll go into a couple more things that it does. All right, so for those of you that were wondering, the sound system inside the Type R, it's decent. It's nothing to write home about. You see, it's like a Bose sound system. It's nothing really to write home about, but it gets the job done, I would say. It gets the job done. It's just not, it's not great. Like if you're like an audiophile and you actually care about the sound of your music, then I would say get a Subaru WRX Limited. That's one of the best sounding sound systems out there, period. Like that's just a great system, right? So that's something that it's neither great nor bad. It's, you know, it's just something I noticed. It'll get you through your day. Like you'll be able to bump your music and be all right. It's a Bose system, so it's not very bass heavy. If you like clear treble and clear sounds, then yeah, it's a good system. Another thing that I noticed is that on these 23s, I don't know if the 24s are any different, but the infotainment system is kind of messed up. So like whenever I get a call, the Bluetooth will drop the call, not drop the call, like it'll disengage the Bluetooth from my phone and revert to like handset, and then I'd have to click Bluetooth again on my phone to reconnect it to the audio system in the car. And that happens with pretty much every call. Like it's a weird finicky system. So that's like on the downside. It's not a great thing. Now another thing that is great is this Honda Log R system. Like this is like a pretty awesome and nifty tool, especially if you're going to be tracking your car. It gives you so much. It gives you water temp, your oil temp, your external air temperature, intake air temperature. So like if you make modifications on your vehicle, you'll be able to see pretty much what you've done. You know what I mean? Like it's a great thing, and you can track you can record your track times and stuff like that. Like it's a great system. So I like the Honda Log R. That's like a very good thing. Another thing that I would say I've noticed with the Type R here, compared to like the Golf R that I had, the Mark 7.5 Golf R, as well as the current Mark 8 GTI that I have, the 2024 Volkswagen Golf GTI 380 edition, as well as the Camaro, as well as the STIs that I've had, the Subaru WRX STIs and the Subaru WRX, is this has a much higher like clutch bite point. Like the clutch bite point is much higher than in those other cars, meaning like you'd have to, like in the Volkswagen, as soon as you start to release the clutch, the car starts moving forward immediately in first gear. Like it's way, you know, that one is immediate. This one, you have to release, and then when you get close to the top, that's when the car starts moving. So I feel like that's, in a way, it's great for like racing. I don't know, it just somehow flows a little bit better. It's like really good for racing, and also like a little bit more comfortable to drive. Like it's a little bit more forgiving versus with, you know, with the GTI, as soon as you get up off of the clutch, it starts moving. But yeah, I'm gonna stop and I'll continue this video a little bit later. I gotta go meet up with Charles real quick. Another thing I like about the Type R that is pretty cool, if you can see, it goes up to 200 miles per hour on the dash, and it's not like the GTI is limited to like 130 miles without a tune. Like it's just limited to there, versus this goes up to, I think, like 170. It'll get there pretty easily. You can see what song you're listening to on the inside there. Tells you what gear you're in and everything, tells you your temperature and all of that. And with this, what I love is that it has built-in navigation. So you just click there and it shows you your built-in navigation. So that's something that I really enjoy about this Honda Civic Type R. Like it, you know, interior wise, you know, it's beautiful. You know, it has the red guts, as 100 Gang Nate would say. Ew. Shout out to 100 Gang Nate, shout out to Cutie Chaotic, shout out to Blueprint One Elite, all the members of the MOC. Also shout out to Will Motivation. Like, you know, we might as well just call him part of that MOC at this point, because he rocks with us really hard. That's one of our guys. So yeah, shout out to him. Go subscribe to all their channels, and obviously shout out to us, Race Car Friends, for bringing you this fire content. So this is like another thing that I actually really like about this car, is that you actually have like legit buttons that you can push, not all haptic touch. You know, actual volume knob. You got your little, you can move around the AC vents and everything there. You have dual AC controls with actual knobs and stuff. You can turn it on and off there. So very simple, and you actually have regular USB ports, which I love on here. So that's another thing to get into. But look at Charles right there. So we're gonna go meet up with him and get into our video real quick. That was another cool thing, man. The Honda community is crazy. I just had somebody in a Honda just pull up and take pictures of the Type R. I think that's hilarious, kind of cool. But yeah, so the gas mileage is not great. Like I said, you get you know, I'm averaging 21.4 miles per gallon, 237 miles of range right now, and it's pretty much filled up. Like I said, when it was filled up, it was about 250 something miles of range. So it's not the best on range. I would say like it's pretty much what you're getting with EVs and stuff. So for you guys that are considering going into EVs, you know, that's like an argument there. But there's things about this car that's pretty much intangible. Like I had somebody comment in one of my comments today, he owns a Porsche 911, and he was saying that he test drove the Honda Civic Type R, and he felt like the Type R gearbox is better than in his Porsche, which is crazy. Like, shout out to you if you're watching this video. Like, I had to, you know, I had to shout you out. I don't remember your name because I think it's the first time you commented, but you know, if you continue to comment, I'll make sure and shout you out in future videos. But yeah, so it's a very special car. You can see it's like it's a badged vehicle, so that in itself lets you know it's kind of rare. It's one of the few vehicles you can get with this type of seat. You got the Type R on the headrest there, the red guts, the red floor mats, the red carpets, the red you know, red stitching with the black suede there. So it's a very special feeling car. You do have the built-in navigation. You have physical buttons. You actually have USB-Cs. You also have wireless charging right there. So you have wireless charging. You have different drive modes. Like right now I'm in individual mode, but I can hit R mode. And when I do that, it changes up everything right there. You know, and then you see all your data and stuff. You get like a rev meter. You can still see your music. You can still see the time. All these things. Like there's a lot of great things that I can say about this car. Then when I put it back into individual, just one down, and it switches back up to the original setup that I had there, and it shows like, so like I'll show you. So you saw the switch there. So when I hit it again, I'll hit right there. So it switches. It also switches the screen here, and it shows you that you're in plus R mode, and then it shows you there. And then when I put it back down into individual, it switches there, and then it also switches here and shows you individual mode. So I think that's, you know, it's pretty cool. A lot of cool things about this car. But let's go on the exterior and talk about a couple more things. Let's see, let's turn it off. Shuts off instantly. And I'll finish up this video on the outside. I mean, I love this color too. This Boost Blue is one of the few cars you can get in these type of colors nowadays. So I love this about this car. But just the presence of it, like I showed you, well, I didn't want to record them while I was taking pictures of the car, but it was people that just pulled up and randomly started taking photos of it. So to me, that's actually pretty cool. But the look of it is amazing, man. From, you know, from Brembo brakes to the nice wheels to, you know, this little area here look like I call them like fish scale, you know, like the side of the fish, you know, like the gills look like the fish gills. And then you have the side running boards there. Not running boards, but you know what I'm talking about. I haven't gotten much sleep lately, so I'm just, you know, just going off the top, so I'm not saying everything properly, so forgive me. You got the Type R badging right there. You got the 3 pipes in the back. Love this. Love the rear diffuser in the back there that actually works, you know. Just so many things about this car that just makes it special. Like, you know, you have right here on the hood to let the hot air out. Look at that. You got your intercooler down there with your red Type R badge. It's just, you know, I think it's a dying breed of car with everything going electric. Yes, electric cars are fun, fast, practical, and it does a lot of things well. But just the driver feel and the emotion that a car like this gives you when you look at it. And not just that, like another good thing about this that I really enjoy is the community. Because as I pointed out, like just now, just being parked, there was just somebody in another Honda that pulled up and started taking photos. That's something, like I go to car shows and, or even sometimes just at a gas station or go shopping, whatever, and random people will just walk up to you and start talking to you. So it's like a conversation starter. Like if you're lonely and you don't have friends, and it's sad to say, but a car like this will help you make friends because so many people love them. It touches something emotionally in a lot of us, you know? So I would say after 3,000 miles, and this is coming out of a 2021 Camaro SS1 Elite. One of the best cars I've ever had was that 2021 Camaro SS1 Elite. I loved it. It was fun. It was loud, aggressive, fast. So many good things. It just wasn't as practical and, dare I say, not as special as this Type R. This Type R is just, it's so special. There's so many intangibles about it that you just can't, I can't really put into words. You just have to drive one and own one in order to understand what I'm talking about. And then we're not even going into like mods. So this is 100% stock. I haven't modded it or anything. And as it sits, I was able to be like a Scat Pack Challenger, a wide body in a race. And I mean, I was shifting my behind off, but I still got the W. So it's amazing to think that that vehicle can actually beat a car like that. You know what I mean? Now, mind you, you know, as it heat soaked later on, like we raced a couple times. I think I won like just the first one. And then the second one, we were like neck and neck. Third one, he won. And then from there, it heat soaked. And, you know, so I think if you do get this car and you plan on modding it, I would say one of the first things you want to do is upgrade the intercooler. Probably get a engine cooler as well to keep the temps down, because it does get hot pretty quick. But after 3,000 miles, I would say I'm more in love with the car now at 3,000 miles than I was when I first got it. And shout out to 100 Gang Nate, because he's at 20,000 miles in his, and he still loves his car. So that's to tell you, if you're on the fence about buying one of these, and you can actually get these now at MSRP. So if you can get a Type R at 45, 46,000, I absolutely recommend that you get it. I got mine for 55,000 when I got it, but it still ended up being around 45,000 because of what the equity I had in the trade-in value. But still, like, it was worth it for me at 55,000. So if you can get this car at 45,000, I absolutely say go get it. It is worth it. It's an amazing car. It's so much fun to drive. And you know, I fill it up with groceries. I do a bunch of stuff. Like, I'll show you right now. I have like all my camera equipment and stuff, because after this video I'm getting ready to go meet up with Charles and, you know, do a video with him. So I brought out all my stuff to record and take photos and stuff. And I have tons of space, like tons of room. You know, it fits whenever I need to get like a large amount of groceries. I could fold down these seats here, like, let me see, yeah, just like that. And yeah, my seat is all the way back, so it's not going to go down all the way, but you get the idea. I can pretty much like have a lot of space. I could probably sleep in the back there if I absolutely needed to. So that's another thing to think of. Like, if you go on a really long road trip and you just need to go take a nap, you can. I love the red seat belts. You know, the red seat belts is so cool. Like, it's an all-around amazing car, man. Amazing car. I do not regret trading in my Camaro SS1 for it one bit. I'm glad that I have it. I love it so much. I would even get like a FK8 Type R to put alongside it, because I've never driven one of those, and I'd like to see what the driving experience is like with the FK8s versus the FL5s. But that's it for this video, man. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have any questions or things that you'd like to know about this car specifically, comment below, let me know, put it in the comments what you'd like to know about it, and I'll do my best to either respond back to your comment directly, or I'll make a whole video on your comment based on what it is. So that's it for this one. Race Car Friends out.